I was just
All right,
making.
fine, use it on my lap.
Oh, I don't know.
That would be. Yeah, I mean, Steve,
It is funny.
You don't understand the brilliance of the gag.
What's the brilliance?
Explain it.
Well, what happens is this starts and Sean wants to be on your lap, and it will make no sense to anyone, including me.
Exactly.
And that'll be funny to the audience.
Exactly. It's like it's just like it.
Why is he there?
Irreverent.
Yeah, don't talk into the mic. That'll make a better tone.
Irrelevant. What is it? Irrelevant. Not irrelevant. Irreverent comedy. Irreverent.
This sounds like you're doing such like a racist Asian.
This is
comedy.
This is like Hook. You're like, yes, Peter, you're doing it.
I don't remember Hook.
Oh God, it was a white kid movie.
What's the difference between Hook and Robin Hood?
Everything.
But Robin Williams did both, all right?
What's the difference between Grimace and Schindler's List?
What's the difference between Civil War and Hiroshima? Does anyone?
Yeah.
No. But isn't
And
Hook kind
Barney
of
the
the same
Dinosaur.
idea? Oh no, Hook is But
Hey, talk into the microphone.
The bad guy in Hook is a bad guy, but in Robin Hood, there's no Hook.
Has this been on your mind?
Those aren't wrong.
Thank you.
There is no Hook in Robin Hood.
Thank you. Hey,
could you set up your...
I am set up.
Just fucking...
What? How closer do you want me to talk to the mic?
This is going off the rails. You know, the steadiness that came with Fuck City, USA. He really kept Sham in line.
Exactly.
Gentlemen.
He was my handler.
Gentlemen, could we please...
Shit, my earrings hurt.
So hold on a second. I have to make sure of something. And I don't want to make this episode let's shit on Sean, but you're making it too easy right now.
None taken.
Peter Pan and Robin Hood.
I'm getting Peter Pan and Hook confused.
You think Peter Pan and Robin Hood are the same?
No.
They both wore green in the cartoon?
Nope, time out. You just pointed it out.
I think that's it.
You just pointed out. No, you just pointed out. It's not Robin Hood that I was confusing.
Remember that show, the Ninja Turtles? Why were there 5 Robin Hoods fighting alongside a giant rat?
Fair enough. How about Smurfs? All those blue Robin Hoods.
No, I didn't confuse. You actually just pointed out. I mixed Hook up with Peter Pan.
Yes, you did.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
So then why do they call it Hook?
Because it's a play on the old story of Peter Pan.
What's the difference?
It's just it's because it's modern day.
Okay, so my questions weren't stupid.
Oh, the dumbest. You'd be hard pressed to find dumber. Can we get an 8-year-old on here to smart the show up a little?
Pratt, what do you do with your toenails when you clip them?
What do I do with them?
Yeah.
Actually, Steve, if you ever clipped your toenails, what would you do?
I know those are huge.
I feel pretty naked right now.
Wait a minute, it doesn't. When you're wearing your shoes, it doesn't cut the other feet because your shit's so restricted.
It's only one toe. I don't.
No, all of them are gross and disgusting.
I mean, we generally might have to reinstitute our fucking shoes on the podcast.
Yeah, honestly, I don't care. Hey, put them on me.
We had a policy.
See, you didn't like it. Put it on me. Come on.
Oh no, this is terrible.
Oh,
see, I protect you,
guys.
He didn't like what you did, so what you do is you throw me at him, and then boom.
This is so good for the audio medium.
Well, that's why it's a clip.
For those of you at home, Sham is touching our guest's feet with his feet, and he's been actually before this even started. Sham was annoying the shit out of him for a half hour. So if you sense any resentment coming from our guest, New York comedian Stephen Pratt.
Pratt is always resenting me.
That's why.
But it's okay. I get it. I understand what... I mean, he's insecure.
We like it to get awkward and go to dead air and then welcome our guest. Stephen Pratt, everyone.
Hey,
Pratt.
Thanks for coming.
Pratt.
Appreciate it.
This is Sham is literally becoming like Pratt does the pros and cons of doing the podcast, and now you're getting factored into the cons. It's like, well, I generally get a free Diet Coke out of the deal, and
I'm forced to explain the difference between Robin Hood and Hook.
which I never thought I'd have to do. even in grade school.
Jaws, Little Mermaid. What's the separation there? What's the continuity? One world, same universe.
I mean,
the same
ocean.
story.
yeah.
It's the same story.
That Little Mermaid picks up where Jaws left off, correct?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is, like, they just don't go under the water as much in Jaws. So otherwise, you would see the Little Mermaid down there.
Sorry.
That was very good. Right there.
It's big. That Indian burger was good. I still haven't finished. I still have most of it.
So that's everything you ever hope for right there.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Like a cheesesteak or a cheeseburger.
I was going to get the cheesesteak, but I went with chicken burger.
with Indian spices on it.
So fucking good.
And how are you supposed to lose that gut now?
This is tremendous.
Wow.
The audio only listeners are going to think that's how you eat. That just sounds like Shum's eating right now.
That's Shami. Just Shami drinking a milkshake right now.
Oh, he's sucking my penis now.
Wow. God, don't forget the balls, Sham.
Sorry.
God, I'll never give you coffee again.
That wasn't.
I've never drank coffee in my life. The first time.
So this is what happens, huh?
The main reason is because I'm not smoking as much anymore. So now I'm more myself. And I realized, smoking has just been, it's bad. Smoking is bad for you. It's bad for you.
It is crazy to see how nuts you are without drugs. And then you choose to do
I don't get it.
whiskey neat, please. And I'd like some weed on top of that.
Well, yeah, it calms me down.
Do you remember that video a couple years ago where it's on a boat dock in a river in Alabama, and the black guy is outnumbered by like 3 white guys?
Oh, it's a fight, right? It's a fight.
It's the fight, and then like a black guy starts swimming across to help out, and it's just like a race war.
Yeah.
Someone posted that today, and it's just like, "Happy Juneteenth, everyone."
That was awesome.
Is it Juneteenth today? I didn't realize.
Today's Juneteenth.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Happy Juneteenth, everyone.
Happy Juneteenth, y'all.
And you know what? We, generally we would take this day off, but work's got to happen. You know,
That's right.
I work today.
we can't just take the day off fully.
No, we cannot.
No, we cannot.
We cannot.
Is Meltdown here, and is Meltdown excited for Juneteenth?
How long has that been a national holiday?
3 years.
Not long. No, I can't remember.
They didn't have it when I was working.
I don't think it was Obama. Was it Obama who did it?
No, it was Trump.
No, it was not.
Yes,
Trump.
it was. I'm telling you, it was not Obama.
It was
after
Biden.
George. It was post George
Trump
Floyd.
was talking about getting rid of it as a federal holiday.
Juneteenth happened after George Floyd.
So
and
Biden.
Trump was in office.
So Biden.
That was Trump.
Okay.
I wonder what the next holiday. Like that seems like a. I wonder if it's like if we. Do we think we're gonna keep doing it?
Like more black holidays.
Making more holidays?
Yeah, you think like what's the
Holidays
next holiday?
or black
You do-
holidays or
Black, you think we're gonna do more black holidays?
No,
I feel like that's over. I feel like-
Look at Pratt.
Well, I just been
There's
like,
already too many. It's
How
just
many-
one holiday black people have.
I think we've got a little too far.
we're getting a little. Come on now.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, it's how many holidays can a race have? You know,
We're gonna. What would be
I
an
don't know,
Indian
white people have
holiday?
every holiday ever.
but we all do.
Well, I'm sorry, we only invented society, Sean. If Indians, if we were going to have an American Indian holiday, what would the American Indian holiday be?
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
I don't know.
Where
That's
we-
a good question.
where we can-
Something
what?
in the summer.
That would be such a stupid holiday. Who's even there to celebrate it anymore? Just get drunk, pass out in a ditch.
Happy Engineer Day,
Doctor Day.
Doctor Day.
It'd be
Yeah,
Doctor Day.
Oh, you meant those Indians.
Yeah. Oh, you meant Native American.
Yeah.
That makes more sense now.
Yeah. It was like Thanksgiving.
I was like, Sean
Sean's the only
and I were both just like, get drunk and pass out in a ditch. He must be talking about the only Indian who knows, Sean. He's basing a whole holiday off Sean, not the Native Americans.
It made like saying Thanksgiving. I'm like, well, the only Indian I know loves to eat, so I think Thanksgiving would
I
be
do love
perfect for
Thanksgiving.
them. I would hope so.
Yeah, but I've never. We've never. I always go to my friend's house for Thanksgiving because nobody eats meat in my house. So there's no turkey.
Oh, that's sad. It's funny. You
That's like celebrating Christmas, but no presents or tree.
Oh no, I go to my friend's house and eat their food.
No, but do you understand what I'm saying? Like the whole point of Thanksgiving, the main.
But I
the
celebrated
center-
Christmas with presents.
I understand. Do
and
you know
a
what
tree.
an analogy is?
Isn't that like a PS2 controller or something?
There is so much sexual tension in this episode
there
right
fucking
now.
Is, man. I would fuck the shit out of you,
There's going to be
Pratt.
some brown and white or white.
Well, you
want
to switch seats?
Yeah, of course I do, Sean.
You do?
I think that'd be good for the podcast.
No, it would be. You're just trying to protect Pratt.
Will
your friend.
you guys bicker and Steve?
I've never
and
bickered with Steve.
dodges your fucking advances, and then you don't understand his analogies on purpose.
That's fun.
God, we have chemistry, guys. Can you feel it? This is what we were really missing with Fuck City USA. He's reading the lines on his foot. I've got bad news, Sean.
I'm going to be a millionaire.
Sean, how far did you? Actually,
3
before I
feet.
go there, I have not been paying attention to it, but you sent a text that this is big news for Coyle in reference to our high school with that lady.
Karen Reade, Coyle and Cassidy graduate.
What year did she graduate?
Like 10 years
Is that
before
your
us.
high school?
Coyle and
Yeah,
Cassidy was that's
You
where
went to high school with Karen Reade?
We didn't go with her. She's older.
How old is she?
She's like 48.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
so
hilarious.
she went like 10 years
Why
before
was
us.
Okay, this is a serious question. Why is everybody so happy for her?
Well,
Because we
it's
support women in this country.
Well, it's women. Well, women are the true crime fucking, like, they jerk off to it.
and they also love murdering their boyfriends.
She definitely killed him, right?
No, I mean,
yeah,
like
I
that,
haven't been following it.
that's the whole thing. Like, from what I understand, and once again, I am having women explain this to me.
Yeah, right.
Through their lying mouths.
Through their lying,
Right
biased
over their
mouths. It's not beyond whatever the fuck it is. Beyond a
Reasonable doubt.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what the thing is fucked up about our
It
justice
seems like
system?
at best it was manslaughter. At best,
You know the thing that's fucked up about our American justice system?
tell me.
They will let her off the hook for not killing him, but they will not say how he died. Like, so then how the fuck did he die then?
Well, I don't know if that's totally true. I mean, I think something is still underway, right? How'd he die?
Which they did charge her with a DUI, which is kind of funny. She's
That is
off.
kinda
She's
funny.
off for murder, but she got charged with a.
Has there ever been a sweeter DUI?
I know.
It's gotta feel pretty great.
Literally, I've had nightmares about DUIs.
Celebrating that DUI with a fucking drink.
And like, oh fuck yes! I get to blow into my car. That's
Oh no, Ubers everywhere.
it. Like a princess
Shucks.
who lives on the outside. Yeah, I mean that's. I mean, I'm not an expert on the case, but I was like picking this woman's brain like Sunday night, like, and she was like, "Oh, without question, she's innocent." Blah 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 blah. She might be. I mean, the biggest thing I heard is the forensics. The injuries to the man were not concurrent with.
That's what some of
car.
the experts are saying. I mean, it is a wet dream if you're like if you're your typical liberal lady, because it's everything. It's like, oh, it's anti-cop because it's cop corruption.
Sure.
It's pro.
Women.
Your boyfriend's dead.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
a woman's getting off, and it's murder. It's got all the.
Oh yeah, it's got everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got snow. Snow.
They love.
Snow makes it so much
They
more
love.
fun.
They love that. They
Snow makes it beautiful. Snow makes it beautiful.
That's true.
You find a fucking body with 4 inches of snow on it. It's got snow makes it.
awesome.
Snow makes it a movie.
Oh, that's
Now it's a movie.
awesome. It's got snow.
It's a new holiday classic
From the Hallmark Channel.
from the Hallmark Channel. Karen Reade.
They're gonna make a Netflix. Or have they already made a Netflix?
It's
thing?
called Getting Off. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's got just B-list actors playing everyone.
What's the hypothesized motivation for the the police department to it? Because they're saying that the corrupt department beat him to death.
Yeah, I think once again, this is me asking women.
They killed him. You let your wife drive?
I'm talking like I went to another country. I'm talking like I went to another country right now and I spoke to the natives. Well, what women are telling me is it seems like possibly a drunken argument. They're fucking rolling across the ground, fighting each other. Because once again, they think it looks like he has dog bites on one of his arms because
Okay.
there's a dog there. And he might have just been accidentally fucking killed during a fight. And they try to like put him out in the fucking driveway. And I don't know if someone drove over to smash her taillight or something like that. But I think that's what the defense is at least kind of saying.
Yeah.
And Who the fuck knows? She probably got drunk
Cops,
and accidentally
that's just
ran him over. And
that's just such a great cop move. It's like, does that not work for like fake speeding? Like reason to pull you over, they smash your taillight.
Totally.
Also running over your boyfriend.
Totally. And it's a woman they know. It's like, we just got back from a party. Oh my God. I can't believe you killed Bill. Let's pin it on the woman. She's kind of a twat.
Oh, they're saying the boyfriend got into a fight with one of the cops.
That's what the defense is saying.
They're saying he was killed in the house.
Were
and then,
any of the cops who were allegedly, were they there or like brought in as witnesses?
Yeah, of course.
And,
yeah.
and what are
But
they? And they're all just,
of course, they're denying that. So, and then there's a plow driver that was going by and apparently didn't see a body shortly after she would have left. So that means he wasn't dead yet. But I'm like, a plow driver, who the fuck is going to remember one driveway? I guess if he plowed the actual driveway.
Well, I guess nobody killed him. Natural causes.
Natural causes. His skull is caved in, but that's going to happen sometimes.
a white man is dead, and we're celebrating a white
Juneteenth?
woman.
It feels wrong. Oh, what?
Does this become a movie?
Oh,
Definitely a
I mean,
Netflix doc.
I feel. It's
definitely a
definitely. Well,
Netflix
that's already out. I
Is
mean,
it really?
Yeah, I don't. They'll do more because they didn't have the verdict yet. But yeah, there are a bunch of those docs already. But yeah, I feel like you can Boston cop corruption.
Plus, it's cheap to shoot in Boston.
You'll get someone just like
Wahlberg.
Yeah, the cops are. Yeah, exactly. Well, Wahlberg's like, oh no, except we're gonna make her guilty in the fucking Boston strong heroes. Did I tell you I watched Flight Risk? The fucking
how is it?
the Wahlberg Mel Gibson movie.
Oh, you said it was terrible, right?
Unredeemingly, AI where AI didn't belong.
Worse than Mission Impossible.
Oh, it's not even. It like this movie should never have been made. It's basically, you can tell, like on Nathan on the rehearsal when he's in an airplane simulator and they have the screens around him, so it looks like he's flying like that.
That's what
you can tell. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
You can tell they're not like in an airplane. You can tell they're in like a simulator with like sky going by. And it's just three people in an airplane for like an hour and a half. It's just like they're on.
So it's like Speed.
It's just not exciting. There are no other characters. It's not like it's flashing to like a control room somewhere. It's not even doing that.
What's the plot?
He crazy.
Topher Grace. Topher Grace from
That 70
That 70
Show,
Show.
Yeah.
Eric.
What a fucking name. Topher.
He's in trouble with something, so they're like, we got to fly him out of here because he was hiding in this motel in like Alaska. And the U.S. Marshal and Topher Grace get in the back of the little one-engine airplane, and their pilot shows up, and it's Mark Wahlberg. But they notice there's a little blood behind his ear.
Hold on. Spoilers.
Spoiler alert for you at home. Oh no, he killed the original pilot, and he's actually paid. He's paid for by the crime boss who wants Topher Grace dead.
Okay.
Now it's up to the U.S. Marshal to protect the prisoner.
Well, it
But-
sounds riveting.
But the flight, but
So-
Mark Wahlberg, so what? He's going to kill himself too? How does he even get the money?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I didn't finish it, and then I fast forwarded to the very end just to see how they fucking ended it, and I don't even remember what it was. It was the blood on his neck and the blood on his sleeve were CGI. I don't know why it was CGI. I don't know if they thought of this in post. I'm like, why would fake blood has to be cheaper than CGI and look better? I was like, why is it CGI? What happened? Mel Gibson. Apocalypto, Braveheart. What the fuck happened? Hacksaw Ridge.
That's why you just
I've never seen
you
Hacksaw
can't
Ridge.
you can't if you're going to make movies, you can't attack the Jews. They're never going to be good. The movies are just you're never going to get that budget. You're never going to get that good producer money.
No, it's tough in Hollywood. I mean, honestly, the fact that he came back and he made that war movie Hacksaw Ridge and they nominated him for an Oscar was a fucking miracle.
Did the plane land at the end of the movie? What happens? How does that-
It
finish.
doesn't even matter.
Okay.
I just wiped my brain clean. It's like, this can't help me with anything.
I I can't wipe my brain like that. How do you wipe your brain of just like a? When did you see it on Sunday?
Sham, you do it
Sham,
constantly.
Wait, it's Sunday,
Sham,
but I
that's
can't
not-
get rid of certain memories.
I agree with that. But
Sham, I
think
can't
some
wipe
are-
my
some
brain
are
clean.
repressed.
Wait, not brain, ass.
No,
Ass.
I'm very hygienic.
All right, show us your butthole real quick.
I will
We'll
if
be
you want me
the
to.
No.
I will if you want me to.
Let the audience at
Aim it-
home say.
Should I?
Aim it
Go
at the
ahead, go
camera.
ahead. Should I?
Speaking of planes and not being able to wipe properly, Air India. Air India plane crash.
Fucking Unbreakable.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah.
plot of Unbreakable is real. I told Sham, I was like, you should do a sketch where you're the guy who lived.
The India, yes, 100%.
I've never seen Unbreakable.
You never seen Unbreakable?
It's just
With Bruce Willis?
a train derails, everyone dies except for one
There was
man.
a sole survivor.
And Samuel L. Jackson is just a comic book store owner, and he's like, I think you might be a superhero.
Do the Indian version. They called me Mr. Glass.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, I wonder if they ever
The
did.
kids called me Mr. Glass.
And of course, it was an Indian American director who made that film. So I wonder.
Touch my phone.
Yeah, you need this.
Well, it's a good idea.
You're gonna. I said this to you I said this to you when it was relevant.
It's still relevant.
I said this to him like 4 days ago.
My joke was there was the Air India crashed. Everyone on the plane was killed except one guy, and he wasn't even supposed to be in his seat. That was he switched seats right before the flight took off. And people are like, "This is the luckiest guy in the world." And I was like, "Yeah, except for the fact that he's still Indian." I mean, if he came out of that plane white, then he's the luckiest guy.
God, that would be the dream, wouldn't it? Sean's been trying that for years.
No, I'm very proud of my
that's the
culture.
white. That's the white closet. You go in and come out. If you do it quickly enough, you come out white for hours and hours.
Where the black closet at?
Oh, Indian again. I guess it's broken.
I've come out gay 3 times. Not once white.
There's so much cock in there.
He's coming out as every other race. He's coming out with like with maracas. But yeah, that it's the fact that everyone fucking dies. Everyone's dead, and he walks out.
Oh, barely scratch on him.
Walks out.
Where did it crash?
India somewhere.
Yeah, crashed in a
right?
building in India.
In a building?
Yeah.
The best people are because it's like the plane's pretty much still intact and the building is still standing. People are just like 9/11 fake,
Fuck.
fake as hell.
Why did
it's like
this implode?
It's like why didn't we make the Twin Towers out of this clay hut shit?
Isn't it weird? Steel beams, egg on our face. Yeah, I mean that's the plot of Unbreakable. I mean that guy. 11A is where he sat, and no offense, because you'll probably do this. Every retard on the planet is going to try for 11A when they get a flight.
Oh, that's very funny.
Fucking Mr. Subramanian, without question.
It's gonna be the most.
My father, for sure.
I will only fly 11A.
If I don't get 11A, I will crash the plane.
Sir, we have first class. First class, no upcharge.
You can keep your orange juice.
Sean takes it so seriously. He's like looking. He will only watch a movie if he can get 11A at the seat row. I'm watching. They're really releasing Unbreakable in movie theaters, and I'm gonna get 11A.
Oh man, it's the emergency row too. It's like that's where they ask you like, do you feel comfortable helping people get off the plane? That's the best. He didn't even have to help people get off the plane.
He was the only survivor.
The only
That
survivor.
sucks.
That's amazing.
No, I'm just.
I mean, you
real
are
people.
different forever. I
Yeah.
mean, does he get like talk shows, or is it too sad?
Welcome to India Today.
Oh yeah, that's what it
It's
is.
like a movie. It's
Is it
like
called India Today?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Shut up, you fucking faggot.
That's Sham's puppet show he puts on.
Welcome
Hello,
to
Sanji. Hello, Khan.
welcome to
It
India
is very
Today.
hot today.
Today we have the sole survivor
Today
from
the sun is blazing again.
Just 2 dirty socks.
That's a funny sketch. Actually.
But can you have that guy on like the talk show circuit?
They're just like, yeah, they're like, you can survive anything. Would you like to drink our water?
Pink sock. Just fucking have a glass of water. Yeah, that's so fascinating. And I guess some guy 27 years ago, his plane went down, and he was like a lone survivor or something as well.
Chinese dude?
And he was also 11A, I
Asian
think
guy?
so.
Yeah.
which seems a little too. I mean, that's fucking crazy. Oh no, Sean's making plane reservations.
Chum's gonna take a shit. Hopefully that seat in the bathroom is 11A toilet.
You shut that door.
Sure. He just flushed the toilet. What are you doing?
What'd you just do?
Wash my face.
Why'd you flush the toilet?
Did you wash your face in the toilet?
No.
What happened?
Nothing happened. All right, 11A.
You did not cover your tracks nearly well enough for us not to ask what happened.
There's been a robbery.
I love that you could have solved everything you were trying to do right there by shutting the door, but you didn't.
I didn't? I thought I did.
Sean was like, how many days ago did this plane crash happen? And he's like, oh, that's weird. I got like 30 texts on that day and I haven't opened it. Let me just check these real quick. Comes back crying. He's like, oh, apparently a lot of my... Sean, did you have a lot of family members on that flight? No.
He just comes
Don't
back
worry
so
about it.
flustered, goes away, toilet flush, oh, I washed my face. Anyway,
Don't ask,
Flight Risk was a crazy movie.
Let's just move on. I don't know why you guys are so fixated.
Seriously.
Did you just vomit?
No.
Okay. Well, I actually don't want to know after this.
Fair enough.
I only want to know on the air. I only want to know. It's only me and Metal Freak knew.
If you really must know.
No, I don't know.
Okay, fine.
No. Well, actually,
That was your one chance. Nope, that was your one
This could be
chance.
a prime stranger Indian.
That was... actually, then we have 2 for today.
Okay. Should we get into it?
Sure.
Which one do you want me to do first?
Everyone's
What I
new
just said?
favorite. This is a vehicle for you to fucking cook.
Okay,
all right,
okay.
that's all this is.
I have 2
So
then.
our new segment, everyone, Stranger Indian. All right, yay! All right. Hey, Steve, and it's exactly what you think it is. The segment, and it's always strange. It'll never once be Indian.
Do you want what I just did now? Or
Is that going to make us
first?
sad or
No, the second one's sad. You want the sad one first?
No. Let's do the happy one first.
No, we'll do the sad one first. That way we can bounce off it.
Yeah, but the sad one is going to be a longer one.
Hey, I got a feeling they might both be sad.
They're all sad.
they're actually more sad than they are insane or Indian.
It should be called Stranger Sad.
Strangers.
And the answer is always both.
Which will you guys? You're the audience.
You pick.
Well, I mean, what
Sorry,
do
go
you
sad. Just go sad. You said sad, or you said
Whatever.
Whatever.
Go
No,
whatever.
you pick.
Do sad first. Do sad first.
The sad one is longer, though, like you said.
Okay, then do the short one.
Are you sure?
Yes, just do it. Yes, that's what I want.
This is the worst. This is the worst podcast of all time.
Fine, I won't do either then.
Okay, now
We already queued you up. Stranger Indian.
All right, well, okay, I'll do the sad one first.
This gives us about 20 minutes of airtime.
Okay,
right
so now, as you know, I played sports all growing up.
you're an athlete.
I was an athlete, supreme, premier, and
Yep. All the words.
my parents very rarely ever went to games or anything ever. Actually, there was one point where I told my dad not to come because I thought he was bad luck because I would always play poorly when he was there, and then he would always say some shit, and I would get into an argument because I'm like, well, you've never even played a sport. How the fuck would you know? You don't even touch the basketball. Because he would say I was afraid or something like that. Looking back on it, he was probably right. But
Or something exactly like that.
but so they very like when I played 4 years of football, they came to one game and it was my last game senior year. So then in college, my dad came to a few games my sophomore year. My mother never came.
Paralyze him.
Death. Death to you, Mass Boston.
And so I played college. It was my senior year. And I told my dad, I was like, hey, listen, tomorrow's senior day. So it was the last game of the season. It was at home. It's like an hour drive from my campus, was like an hour and a half from like my parents' house. Or like where, my house. And fuck. I still think about this. I get pissed at my dad. It was senior day. So what they do is, before the game, they line up the whole team.
Yeah.
Everybody that's not a senior, they line up to create like this like alley or row, like walking from the end zone to the middle of the field. And everybody walks out with their parents. My dad showed up with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and this happened in the beginning of before the game. So I literally walked out by myself None of my coaches said shit. Nobody even
A coach didn't step in?
No, nobody. I walked completely by myself. I just like threw my hands up and I was like, I don't know.
So I'm sorry. Look, so your dad was supposed to walk with you?
Well, yeah, it's senior day, so it's like your parents, walk out. Here's the other part. The announcers from the fucking thing, they're like, oh, and the next senior, number blah blah blah, with Mr. and Mrs. whoever.
Okay.
James Moore.
Yeah. Did they say your dad's name?
No. They just said my name and Sham Superman. I just like walked out and whatever. And then he showed up in the fourth quarter. I was like, "Where were you?" He's like, "I slept late." I was like, that was the last game, right? He's like, "Oh, it's the last game. I didn't know." And then we just went home.
That's what you meant when you said last game?
So that was, I guess, just sad, right? But I think it's kind of Indian because I don't know.
I mean, you would know what's Indian better than we would.
What was your number again?
37.
And number 37, a boy whose family is dead.
More or less. That's what I really thought.
Orphan.
It was so embarrassing. It was so fucking embarrassing. And then what I just did here, and this is probably better Stranger Indian. I picked my toenail by mistake at the beginning. And my mom always told me to get rid of the toenails in the toilet. So I put it in the toilet and then flushed it. That's why I flushed.
Yeah, you couldn't have said that right off the bat. What? That was so much less embarrassing than I was hoping for.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's not.
I also took a dump and didn't flush. That's Indian.
That's our first and probably only ever not strange or Indian.
Well, why did she make you throw them out in the toilet instead of
because I would just leave them wherever.
But why not say throw them in the trash as opposed to in the toilet?
Yeah, good question. Good follow up because it's going to be something like, well, then they'll grow.
Well, because it's gone forever.
Because it's right, but so eventually will be the trash.
Eventually, but not right away.
Sure, but then why not put all forms of trash into the toilet?
Because not all forms of trash fits in the toilet.
We don't?
Wait, no, not all forms of trash fit in the toilet.
So if you plucked your hair, would your mom have said flush the hair?
No, she would have been pissed because that clogs the drains.
Okay. But toenails don't?
Nope, they're too small, and they get flushed with the water.
Okay.
Go ahead. Keep trying to poke holes in my logic.
I just don't.
Well, it's just we've had enough history. They're generally holes.
Anyway, no, we just have enough history where eventually we know it arrives at magic. Because magic.
Magic is the answer a lot of the time.
Because magic.
I love the superstition shit.
Yeah, it's the best.
I'm not that. Well, no, I'm pretty superstitious.
I was saying to Andrew, friend of the pod, Andrew Manning.
Friend of the pod, Andrew Manning.
Earlier, I was like, if Sean was adopted by even like my trash family, like I feel like there would be key differences to things he knows.
What do you mean? How so?
Well, just superstition wouldn't be part of you anymore.
Yeah, it would.
No, I don't know.
Always.
No, I mean maybe a little more, but a lot of that shit's learned.
Let me. Do I have any good superstitions? Oh, my dad will always tell me.
Shum's like, superstition will always be part of me. Knock on wood.
I hope it never leaves.
Yeah, my dad. I'm trying to think of some crazy superstitions.
Well, hold on. Let's go to our sponsor before we do anything. And if you want to talk about your insanity after that, like there's always time for this. All right, that's good. Steve, get out of here. Okay, here we go. Everyone, one of our new sponsors. And
I'd like to say I've tried this sponsor personally. I highly recommend it.
And I think you're going to hear from them again.
Yeah, you definitely absolutely will. Because you know why? Candy is the best.
It is.
You know it. We know it. But it's so dang pricey, isn't it, John? Until now. Paul's previously licked lollipops. All the deliciousness of a normal sucker for half the price. Here's how it works. Paul buys a lollipop. He licks it. Then he puts it back in the wrapper and sells it to you for half price. It's that simple. So remember, lollipops have hundreds of licks, and Paul just wants that one itty-bitty one. Paul's previously licked lollipops. Get yours today. Promo code unnatural. Disclosure: returns are not accepted. All sales are final. And Paul licks his ass with his ass.
That's not what the last sentence said.
It's fine. Mine was better.
That's good. Paul likes his ad reads to be fucking read properly and word for word. Paul licks with his ass, I think, is what it.
No ad-libbing with the ad reads.
And licks his ass with his ass.
You guys aren't going to believe this, but I just went to the bathroom and there were two toenails still sitting in the...
It's one toenail broken in half.
Well, at least you know I'm not lying.
It's in the toilet still?
It's still in the toilet, yeah.
It didn't even flush.
It's never going to go.
No, I didn't press hard enough, that's all. That's all that happened.
Yeah, that's obviously.
That's all that happened.
Yeah, unless
which means it's going to go the next time you press it.
A gigantic... No, it would have to be so massive.
Exactly. I know, Pratt. Always trying to make me look bad, Pratt.
If you're gonna flush a toenail down the toilet, do it the way John does it, and bite it with your teeth, swallow it, shit it out, and then flush it in your waste.
No, that's not what you do. You eat your toenails?
Well, not anymore.
Oh, that's so that's more disgusting than anything I've ever done or said or thought in my life.
You chew your fingernails. What's the fucking difference?
That's a huge difference. Your feet are way different than your hand.
What are you talking about?
Your feet are disgusting.
What do you think comes into contact with more germs?
Your feet.
No.
Your feet.
No.
I'll ask a doctor.
Yeah.
Let me call my dad.
Do you hold the? Do you?
He's an engineer.
I shouldn't even ask it, but do you hold the subway rails with your feet,
Yep.
Sean?
Upside down.
Wrong guy. Wrong guy.
I hang upside down with my feet.
excuse me.
Tail only.
Hold on. Hold that tray.
That coffee's going. That coffee is
Christ.
going.
No.
Every day is a fucking roller coaster,
You're
Sean.
not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere.
Except in my belly, so I can get caffeinated and even more obnoxious.
We have 4 more hours left, guys.
Hey, I know you're obviously cramming in your genes to all the memes of the Tucker Carlson.
What happened?
Happened.
I heard something. about
It's
this.
just Tucker
I
Carlson.
like Tucker, by the way.
The conservatives are fighting. It's great.
Tucker is not that bad.
I mean, I don't like Tucker, but I enjoyed parts of that. But I mean, it's a lot of cheap shots. You know,
Tell me what happened.
it's just he's just grilling Ted Cruz on Israel, and he's just like, you don't know the population of Israel. Well, why? And he's just, he's
So he's calling out the bullshit.
He is, but he's also like being really hard on him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
does that mean?
wonder how much Ted thought.
So
it
will
was gonna-
liberals like Tucker in this?
Yeah, probably. Yes.
Okay.
I've seen the reaction.
Yeah. But it's so memeable. It's so deliciously memeable.
Yeah. Did you watch the whole? Because there were a bunch of more clips that just came out today that are like about him. It's Ted like insinuating that he's like a anti-Semite. Yeah. That one came
I watched
out.
that last night. That was slime. The way Ted tried to wriggle into. He's just like, why are you so obsessed with Israel?
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know. You're not talking about China. It's just a little weird that you're so obsessed with the Jews.
And he's like,
and he's just like, are you calling me an anti-Semite right now?
Yeah.
And it was such a slimy, heavy-handed, like, just trying to get back into it.
Yeah, and it's also then he had 2 great lines, which were like, well, one, we're about to go to war with Iran because of Israel.
Yeah.
And he's like, and 2, you're the one who said your entire political career was based on trying to support Israel.
On a Bible verse.
On a Bible verse.
That you
It sounds
can't
like
locate.
you're more obsessed with Israel than I am. That was fantastic.
Oh, yeah. No, I was actually impressed. I didn't know Tucker could do that. I didn't know he could be that. Like, at every turn, he was just like, do you even know where that passage comes from? And he's I'd have to look. He's like, it's Genesis.
He's very smart. He's very quick. Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't agree with his politics, but he's not
But
dumb.
I don't get it. Isn't his politics conservative and Republican?
Yeah, but there's nuance.
There are 2 factions right now. There's the neocons and there are the America First people.
Neocons are like my dad.
You're using words.
Neocons is
Neoconservatism, I know.
Well, I know you know that. Whoa, obviously, John. I know what obvi means.
yeah, go ahead.
to ovulate
Go ahead.
when woman gets pregnant and shit.
Yeah, it's just you have the people that are behind Israel no matter fucking what, and then you have the other people that are now like, maybe we shouldn't be doing.
Well, neocons love war.
Because it makes money.
They believe in like American expansionism and world, like maybe not world domination, but more or less like
imperialism.
The empire, the empire of America and influence, America's influence over the world. Whereas America First people, the MAGA people, they're more like, well, MAGA is kind of broad, but that's the umbrella. But then the America First people are no new wars, focus on making like at home stuff,
Which is
better.
good.
Yeah, I agree.
That's
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
Republicanism.
Yeah.
And Tucker is an American.
I mean,
So what's my dad then?
I'd like
Insane.
a
criminally insane.
Let's not put a label on that. But I would like to quote your dad and just say, let's just make it a parking lot. That does solve a
Make
lot
it a
of problems.
parking lot.
Solves a lot of problems.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's not the best. It's not a perfect solution. What is?
Yeah, I agreed. Agreed.
He doesn't even. It's not even. He's just. I just don't. It's hard to find a place to park.
But God, I've seen so many good memes with that shit. with Tucker.
I gotta watch it.
Just anytime you just want to like ask someone the most specific question about whatever it is they're getting like riled up over.
It's so funny watching people like dance because they can't. The one thing about both sides, the neocons and the American First people, is they're just very. It's like they're all very hesitant to criticize Trump. So it's like this weird dance of like trying to say the thing without saying the thing. It's just it's this hilarious politicking.
It's slime.
Is there a difference? Is there like a neocon versus America people in like the liberal side?
Everyone hates everyone.
Well, no, it's like corporate Democrats versus your. Which are basically they're
like
just as pro-war.
Granola.
AOC, Bernie, and maybe like this guy, Zorhan guy that's running for mayor. Like that's the type of like your more leftist politic type.
Like
group.
socialism and all that bullshit.
Yeah. That's like that Zorhan. That Zorhan guy wants to like do like government grocery stores, and
did he say that?
That's one of his things. I don't know enough about it.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
it's for weak people.
But he also wouldn't. But those videos of him going, I want like when they asked him again in another interview, we're like, what do you think about blah blah blah? And why wouldn't you go to Israel? And would you go to Israel? And they're just like, he's like, dude, what are you? He just rolled his. He's like, I've answered this question like 9 times now.
We talked about it on that fucking debate with like the 10 other guys, and everyone's like, first visit when I'm elected mayor, Israel. And he was just like, I'm going to stay here and try to like help the people of New York. Why am I going to fucking Israel?
Everyone's like, oh, boo.
He's a Jew hater.
He wants an anti-Semite Jew killer.
He's Muslim.
Get that brown skin motherfucker off the stage right now.
He hates Brooklyn.
Fucking insane.
My first order of that would be the best. If it's just like, my first order of business, I'm going to drop a fucking bomb on Brooklyn.
I'll be killing everyone on Eastern Parkway. And
exactly.
We're gonna. I'm paying $5 per goofy hat that you collect.
We're gonna have a new
Jew new initiative.
Scalps.
Just the fucking
absolutely
scalp with a.
Do you know what I found out?
$250 per scalp.
Do you know what I just found out? The hair things are attached to the hat. I thought they keep their hair like that, but it's fucking attached to the hat.
What are you doing right now?
What?
I don't even know what game you're playing
I swear to God, I just found out.
Did you just see someone wearing a costume where it was attached to the hat?
No, I asked a Jew.
Halloween 2022.
I asked a Jew, and I'm like, so the hair thing, it's like, oh yeah, it comes attached to the hat. They don't have, that's not their real hair.
Is it a short Jew comedian that you insult a lot, so he might have been fucking with you?
Yeah.
Is it Sam Lichtenstein?
It is.
He's fucking with you.
No way.
It comes out of the fucking head.
No.
No, because the little kids have it.
Yeah.
But they don't wear the big hats.
All I know is that
it doesn't.
Jew
the hats are
told
real.
me-
I've seen them without the hats on.
That's what I'm saying.
I've seen them without the hats on, and none of that shit.
Trump's like, I bet you guys think that black women have blonde straight hair too.
Was this Halloween?
No, he said that every Jew hat comes with the curly hair.
He said Jew hat.
Jew hat, yeah. That's what it's called, right? Jew
This is
hat?
like Borat.
Yarmulke or whatever.
It's like Borat learning about Jews. Every Jew hat comes with...
We call it a Jew weave.
That's crazy. They're crazy.
I think
Those are
that's
Ashkenazi Jews, right?
patently
Trump's like,
false.
and hold up, here's
No,
something else I
Ashkenazi
recently
is
learned.
more broad.
Asian women have sideways vaginas.
Absolutely.
Ask them.
Just all these stereotypes. No, I mean, Ashkenazi Jews can be, but those are Hasidic Jews.
Okay.
The most devout of the Jews.
Yeah, they are.
Are they? The greedy
Yeah.
Amish, as Steve and I
You say
have.
Ashkenaz? No, those are
Ashkenazi is what he said. I said, I think that's broader.
Yeah.
But Hasidic Jews are the ones you're thinking of.
yeah. Hasidic,
Which I think Ashkenazi Jews can be Hasidic Jews.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Or they can also be just really smart, normal people that go about their lives without dressing like a warlock.
I love the word warlock.
So a lot of those, they dress like it's not the year 1200 with the Bluetooth in their fucking ear. Driving a minivan fucking through red lights.
Walking, or walking through a do not walk sign with your baby carriage first.
Seriously.
Without looking both
Yeah,
ways.
it's fucking amazing. It's like, well, I mean, if anything happens,
If anything happens. Anyway, Mythbusters, comment in the comments.
Yeah, seriously.
If the locks are attached
The
to the
locks
hat,
are attached to the
they're
hat.
not attached,
They're attached to the hat.
do you think? Sorry, I'm going to change subjects. I did want to ask this. So, what was the woman's name who may have killed her boyfriend cop?
Karen Reade.
Karen Reade.
And she graduated from Coyle.
Yeah.
Is she now the most famous person to have graduated from our school?
Oh, without question.
Okay.
Right?
Probably.
What about
It's
you?
not like a former president. It's not like a former president has been.
Well, we had the porn star.
Which one?
Yeah, but
Kendrick K.
she wasn't.
Who?
Yeah, this is by far the most.
Wait, hold on,
People
wait,
in
which one?
California.
I know. I'm saying we had one dude.
Wait, which
one
one?
dude who played for the Patriots briefly.
Kendrick. Shout out to Kendrick K.
Kendra K. I don't remember.
That was her porn name, not her actual
I'll
name.
look at it.
It's disgusting.
Disgusting porn.
Really?
It's like
Is she disgusting?
4 old black guys at once porn.
What's wrong with that?
Which, if you
I
don't
watch that shit all
know,
the
is the most disgusting of porn.
Old black guys or just full
Whenever
black
the
guys?
dude in the porn is old, it's fucking filthy.
Yeah, that is.
You know what's
You're
cool?
like,
is
show me a
eventually-
hot young
You know what's
bod.
cool? Eventually, we're gonna get to enjoy that. That's gonna open up a whole new area of porn that I would not have.
The old guys?
Yeah.
No.
No,
eventually
you know
I'll
when
be
you're
there.
old, you're
Because
not
I
gonna-
think I'm always going to want to pretend I'm younger in it. Because you put yourself in, you don't want to be like, oh,
Yeah, I watch, like,
there I
teen
am,
porn and
old
shit.
droopy cock. He said teen porn. I watch teens
like
fuck.
girls with braces.
You don't let me
and shit.
finish. I meant teeny child, teeny tiny little kids.
Straight on the toilet
Yeah,
cams.
yeah.
At this point.
Teeny gets stretched out by large fat cock.
I could jerk off to the sentence alone.
I do watch a lot of gangbang. That's my.
I feel like Sean, you could
What the
jerk.
fuck? Why'd you look like? Why'd you look
could-
away like
you
that?
could jerk
What the
off.
fuck is wrong with that? What's wrong with watching gangbang?
What's
porn?
wrong with dominating a woman?
Nothing. It just speaks
With
to
your buddies.
Speaks to what? Go
You're-
ahead,
you're-
fucking say it, you judgmental prick.
You're-
You don't like being alone.
Fair.
You don't like being alone. I can't fuck her without other men in the room helping me. Camaraderie.
I'm fine alone. My therapist said I was fine.
All right, do you still talk to this therapist?
No, it's the one that retired.
Oh, yeah. The miracle worker.
Saw him for 7 years. I cried our last session.
Oh, my God.
The streaming tears of bitterness.
If I ever cried to my therapist, I'd kill myself.
I cry all the time. To my
She was
therapist.
one day away from retirement.
Oh no, I would never have
I
a
don't
she as a
think-
therapist.
I
I
don't
would
think
never
I've-
have a
I've-
she as a therapist.
I don't think I've ever cried to a therapist.
Oh,
but
yeah,
that
yeah.
probably says something about me, too.
Why would you
An
never-
occasional cry would probably be smart or good.
Why would you never have a female therapist?
There's just so much I would never feel comfortable telling her.
I just...
I want to fuck you in the mouth.
I jerked off to you 20 minutes ago.
Sean's just in love. Immediately.
It's like from Step Brothers.
She's a 3 or above. He's in love. She really listens to me.
Listen, Doc, I've been holding this in for a while, but I want to kill your husband and run away with you. Okay, this is our first session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I found you months ago.
Not for me, it's not. Maybe for you, it is.
Yeah. So you cry to the therapist. Yeah.
Oh,
That's probably healthy, depending on how often you do it.
if I saw him for 7 years, I probably cried 10 times.
All right. That's once every. Come on, do the math, Steve.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
You're the math Jew.
Go ahead.
52 weeks. That's 52 times 7, which
know,
is 350
If
sessions.
it was
It's like-
currency, he'd have it.
it's less than a percentage.
8 gold.
It's less than 1% of the time.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is. 7 times 52 is 14. Carry. That's 364.
I'm just the Zach Galifianakis gif right now.
10 times-
Just fucking
10,
numbers floating.
yeah, 360, Yeah, it's basically like 3. Less.
I like calculating how much of a pussy you are, but
Do you see a therapist?
I don't need one. I'm
You're the
mentally strong.
Oh yeah, you are. Well, I'm not going to embarrass you on in a podcast, but you can keep thinking that you're mentally strong.
You don't think I'm mentally strong?
Not at all.
You don't think you could cry to a therapist?
Oh, that doesn't mean you're mentally strong.
You're right. It doesn't.
Agreed.
I've never done it.
Clink.
I cheers myself. Doyle rules.
Wait, you've never had a therapist?
No.
That's so fucking weird. That's so fucking
More
weird.
people than not haven't had a therapist.
I know, and those people are fucking insane.
I'm happy.
No, you're not.
I am.
You can lie to yourself all you want. You ain't happy.
All right, Steve, this is your first therapy session.
If you were happy, you'd be able to deal with me.
We've been waiting. No, that's not good.
Why?
We've already lost his trust. How's he supposed to listen to us now?
Now I am going to cry.
If you were happy, you
By the
could
way, what
deal
is-
If
with-
you were happy, you'd suck my dick,
Yeah,
Pratt.
by the way,
Pratt, you don't want to sleep naked with me.
what are you happy about?
I'm glad you asked.
I'm just kidding, Brad. I'd be happy too.
Wow, God, yeah, Steve. If you were happy, you'd be thrilled to have a fat Indian plop on your lap.
I'm not Indian.
Plop.
Sean plops.
I do
It's
plop.
a play on
I
it.
do plop. I've broken chairs before.
The fatter you are, the more you plop when you sit.
Oh,
I
the
think I'll-
easier you can nap, the more frequently you nap, the more you plop.
Well, then that means I plop.
John, I don't know how to break this.
No, you said.
I plop.
No, you said.
All right, thank you.
You said.
That's true.
It's a different fucking
different type
standard
of
that you're
nap.
All right,
using. That Steve's
flip it.
using.
The faster you fall asleep, the more likely you are to plop.
Really?
It takes me
So you're
hours
saying-
to fall
Is
asleep.
that true?
You're
Yeah.
saying you don't plop at all. You both have sleep trouble,
No, I can sleep.
but only one of you bitches about being tired
I
constantly.
know, seriously. What
Why
I
don't
know.
you treat your body better like Sean?
Hey, I get better sleep.
He's got energy
I don't bitch
for-
about it all the time.
he's got
I
energy
know,
for
seriously.
days.
Honestly, I have such a piss poor diet than you. I never complain about sleep. I'm happy.
I lie constantly on podcasts.
Let's nip this in the bud.
I can lie with 100% confidence.
I never complain about sleep. A lot of other things, but not sleep,
Everyone loves me. They want me around all the time.
That's true.
including you, Steve.
That
right?
is true. You want me around.
Sure.
You fucking want me around. You like when I'm around.
I know.
We'd be
I know.
very sad if you were dead.
Eh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For a fucking undisclosed amount of time. Absolutely.
Well, then
I mean,
let's test it.
Life moves on.
I just bought a gun.
Life moves on.
Yeah. I guess.
Life moves on.
Sean, if you got drafted
Me?
At 30.
at 30,
At 38?
they might do it.
Me?
No. So I meant to say I think I combined your names into Sean because I was saying Shaman John. I'm not
Okay.
saying Sean.
If I got drafted in the military?
No, in the NFL
Boy Scouts shot.
Do what?
to fight Iran in a holy war for America.
I'm too old.
Yeah, we're all too old.
Hell yeah, I ain't going to
they would
war.
never do that. Which,
Oh,
which
this-
is kind of exciting to know that, like, if shit really hit the fan,
I told
we get to sit
I told
back.
Andrew, I was like, don't worry, John and I will, and the rest of the millennial men will take care of your Gen Z girlfriends.
Yes, Andrew has a chance.
We'll keep them nice and safe here at home,
Last
Andrew. I
night-
promise.
The oldest you can be is 32 to join. I
but
don't know if it's every branch of the military, but that's the oldest it can be. And obviously,
that's a law though. But like, it's like if you annihilate enough of your male population, they
of course.
they bump. That's what they did in the Ukraine.
if shit really goes wrong,
They start yanking you off the street and putting you on the fucking.
Last
I
night,
like to think, as far as 38-year-olds go, I'd be more useful than many of us.
Somebody's got to scrub a toilet and
Absolutely. So, fucking Hodor.
somebody's got to look down
You're
on
just
others.
riding me around Ratatouille like
shooting from your face.
you're just resting your gun on my head.
You're so deaf.
I can't hear anything
I
anymore.
just tap left or right to get you to go.
Slow. Whoa. I just got shrapnel in me everywhere. Eye patch. I'm breathing out of a hole in my throat.
He doesn't have to do that. We told him he has to do that, but he doesn't have to do that. That's not a real division.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fucking. I've thought, like, that's kind of a fantasy. Like, you're 38 years old and you're like, all right, I'm too old for the military, but if shit went down, I like to think that
They call all like the athletes first, right? I hope.
put the athletes in the fucking.
Like all the NFL players, the UFC fighters, the fucking
They'd
boxers.
probably get, like,
you
some
put
sort of-
people with shit without shit to lose before that.
Well, they did try to do it to Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just, but that wasn't
Political.
Like, that was, but no, I mean that wasn't like a fucking emergency. We're running out of population. Draft.
No,
that
I know.
was just a like
Yeah, Drew draft number came up.
anyone under 25 or whatever.
Yeah. I always think you would think like remember like in Game of Thrones like they do it like the old guys are the ones that are supposed to go out to war first because it's like well you've got the least amount of time left to live.
I like
and it's
that.
like and we'll wipe in that way we'll wipe out like and especially if the opposition isn't doing it even if you lose more men it's like well you just lost the old people and now we're gonna hit you with the young people when we're
now we're gonna hit you with the hammer.
Yeah, we're gonna come with the 25-year-olds that are fucking horny and shit.
25-year-olds just ready to fucking massacre. That's the thing. If you send like,
plus you can't repop. You know, the older guys can be harder time getting ladies pregnant. So you let them while you're back home. While the 25-year-olds need to fuck.
That's right. You've got less rape, and you have less war crimes.
Okay,
overall.
so there are some drawbacks into the war.
There are some. Nothing's perfect.
Yeah,
I think you have less war crimes. Like you have less Abu Ghraib. You know. If it's older guys, you just calm down as you get older.
Yeah,
you're not as likely to piss on fucking corpses and
collect ears and stuff.
It's not pissing on a corpse.
It's like who has energy to fucking clip ears and make a necklace?
Making jewelry's gay.
Jewelry's for fags.
Jewelry's so gay. Look at this.
It's a fucking
you're cutting off heads. Like this guy, what are you making a necklace? That's cute. You're just fucking hacksawing off some head.
Yeah, God, with those ears?
Yeah, you're gonna make a pair of earrings. I think that's actually a joke.
Yeah, I mean that's I don't know if shit went down here. I was thinking like if shit went down here. That is funny
though because it's like you make a necklace out of ears but not earrings to hang ears off your
hang ears off your ears.
Yeah. Does anyone have that joke? That feels like a bit.
That would look ridiculous.
No.
Don't flood.
Because you're making jewelry. I'm just thinking it's popping my head. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you with my awesome joke.
He's pitching bits right now.
I'm writing bits.
Sean, pitch yours.
Huh?
Pitch yours.
I have none.
If Mountain Dew is so delicious, why don't they just make water out of Mountain Dew? Why isn't there just a faucet? Why isn't my faucet in my kitchen?
Out of the three of us, who do you think would be the best general? And why isn't it John?
Me. It's definitely me.
Sean positive it's him.
Eyes pointing in
Why? It would definitely be me.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even be a question.
Do you
know
really
why?
think it would be? Yeah,
do you know why?
Yeah.
Because I could get on the level of the so I would be they would want to fight for me. They'd want to run through a fucking wall for me.
You know
because
when I see you, I often want to run through a wall.
No.
Just
because see,
Kool-Aid.
I can. I'm so likable. Okay.
Yeah, right now you're very likable.
No.
So you think you would drive a fervor of allegiance where they would obey?
He's no better than we are.
Exactly.
He's a muck person just like us.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
He's a trench boy.
Meanwhile, cut to Sham eating lobster in front of his
sitting on a
cut
soldier.
Their rations. Cut their rations.
Sitting
My
on a
feet are
soldier.
cold. Give me his socks. I want that. Yeah, get him in the trench. Whatever. He's gonna lose those. He's dead in a day. He's dead in a day.
Going up against Sham would be the ultimate because all you do is make sure that he hears that you slighted him somehow. Then he shoots his entire fucking wad. Just everything at once. The artillery, the cavalry, all at once. We will crush them.
Sham, I heard the enemy said you were a pussy.
They said what? Call back
Get
up.
the nukes. There are women and children. That's a school. We'll bomb it.
Also, we're too close. It doesn't matter.
As
long as they die.
Absolutely.
Oh my God! They'll know the winner is in hell.
I asked my history teacher when I was in high school. I was thinking about joining the army, and I was like, should I join the army? And he literally sat me down and he was like, listen.
He laughed in my face.
Well, he was like, you can if you really want to, but he's like, honestly, he's like, and he pointed at. I'll never forget. Actually, I'm gonna say his name too because the kid's fucking so annoying. His name is Eric Verholt. Just a fucking
no need to say his name.
Eric Verholt.
Could have just said first name.
Eric Verholt.
I like to think he's dead, and that's why.
No, he's not. He's a firefighter. He's a. I mean, he likes me. I don't like him.
He's a firefighter. He's a piece of shit. Save some kids' lives.
No. He's a drug addict. All that bullshit.
At least he was 19 years ago when I knew him.
No. Well, whatever. Once a drug addict, always drug addict. And he was sitting like passed out at the lunch table, sitting across and just like completely, probably failing school, whatever. And I'll never forget Mr. Hardy was like, see, guys like that go to the army. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. I'm smart.
That's an inappropriate teacher.
I like that teacher.
Hey, Sham, you're a loser. You're not that much of a loser. That's the kind of jerk off that goes to the army.
Pretty much.
Well, it's funny how like everyone like in the generation, like our parents' generation or beyond that, grandfathers, like just normal people were like in the military.
Oh, everybody did it. Yeah.
And now, like, if you're in the military, you're like, it's kind of trash.
It's definitely
You're like-
because it's not. It's always it's a last resort type move more than it is. So it's
Way
like,
more.
Yeah.
It's like, well, he had nothing going on.
It's like, Sham, you don't need to go to the army. You could graduate, but not really graduate, and then be late on the paper for 3 years, and then eventually pass the paper in, but not all of it, and then
Absolutely. and play football the whole time?
what else? Maybe, yeah. You don't need to kill Iraqis. You could
Yeah.
be.
Play backup quarterback?
You could say you could do this a lot. I have asthma.
Last night I was barking, selling tickets at Grizzly Pair. Some kid comes up to me. He was with 2 other kids, and he's like, he's got an accent. He's like, bro, like you can't give like military discount or something. I'm like, you're in the military? And he's like, yeah, Israeli. I'm like, he's stationed here. I'm Israeli military. We fighting in Palestine. I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, I don't get it. And I didn't understand what he was talking about. He's like, come on, can you do me a favor for somebody in the military? I go, I never told you to join the military. He's a fucking idiot. And then he tried to get in the show for free. Fucking asshole.
I was hoping you were going to start screaming baby murder. Baby murder! Baby murder!
No, I wouldn't do
Did
that.
he tried to get in the show for free
He
afterwards?
went in, and then and he walked out. I yelled at him.
They take whatever they want.
He walked out. I go, you fucking asshole. I go, you made me look like a fucking idiot. I go, I told you to talk to the bartender, and now you made me look like a fucking idiot by walking in there. And he's like, bro, I'm sorry. I was like, don't fucking touch me. I go, go sit down.
Hey,
And I went
Cruz,
back, sold a ticket.
do we have a genocide discount? Is there a genocide discount? Yeah. How many children do you have to kill before you get a discount? This guy wants to know.
Are there any empty seats? There are a lot of empty seats in the schools in Palestine right now.
I'll tell you
So
what.
weird. But and you're never from the military if you're trying to flex the military, right? The
No, that's
military
not true.
people
No, they,
never.
no,
sure.
they love the discounts. They love the discounts.
Of course, they get discounts and shit, and I think they like going on the plane first.
Oh, I mean,
In fact,
that's-
people who don't even they like the people who like the military really like letting you know that they're like that's why like stolen valor is a thing.
Yeah.
People like it's like cosplay as being
I think we should destigmatize stolen valor.
yeah.
Absolutely. You know, yes, it's a little slimy, but it's got to be fun.
It's so funny because
Imagine
stolen
getting all
valor
that
is
respect.
Stolen valor is like the opposite, but the same thing as like trying to like get like kind of like woke oppression points type thing, like where you're like, oh, I'm here's I'm a non-binary, like you make up like non-binary, like you're kind of making something up to be like, oh, I'm in this group or whatever, even though
Exactly.
it's like I want the cred of being this
It's
victim.
like, yeah, I'm one of those too.
Yeah.
I'm one of those too. I'm not just a straight white girl.
Yeah, exactly. I'm bi or whatever.
I don't think so. And I think there should be repercussions like stolen valor. This cunt actually isn't one of those. She isn't one of those. There's no way to prove it.
I think
But there's no way to prove she is one of those either.
You make the non-binary person wear military fatigues, and you make the stolen valor guy dress like a bisexual.
Exactly.
Shave your head, septum piercing.
you have to go exactly. I was just thinking you were going to say like, all right, well, if it's proved to be like woke stolen valor, you have to go into the military.
You gotta see exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, you're guy and girl. Well, that's good because you're going to
And
war.
regular stolen valor, liberal arts college, buddy. Yeah, women's studies degree.
I think a non-binary woman should have to throw a football to prove that she's part guy.
Well, don't give me that test.
Oh my God, he's trans.
Can you throw?
I'm sure not well.
Love
I
to
got
see
I think
small-
we
got
used
small
to
hands.
throw back in high school a little.
Love to see it.
I can. It's not great.
Show me right now. Show me your motion.
Just throw a glass right in your face
That's not bad.
from the shoulder.
Oh, boys. I think we're rounding this out unless we have anything important we have to talk about.
Oh, my ears are sweaty.
Karen
Mine too.
Reade.
It's like 1,000 degrees in this room.
No, I'm pretty comfortable myself. I could do another.
Yeah, actually leave it off. I'll put it on.
Fuck Pratt.
Oh, Pratt suffering? Perfect.
Steve-el, thanks for coming on.
Hey,
Thanks, Steve.
anytime, buddy.
Happy Juneteenth.
Thanks,
Brad.
dude.
Insta shame me. I'm at Dotel on Saturday.
At the Stephen Pratt.
Yes, please.
Not the Stephen J. Pratt.
Nope, just the Stephen Pratt or Stephen
What's
Pratt.
your middle
comedy. Joseph.
Yeah. He's
Your real name?
He's a Christian.
No, you're Jewish.
We'll get into it after. And as always, Jonathan Tilson, listen to my special. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, whatever. Please. Sure. Yeah, you're going to love it. Bye.
Peach.